I posted a 3D model for my new game I'm working on Reddit, and instead of feedback, I got roasted for not using Blender. Why Blockbench? Why not Blender? Someone even called me a tablet child just for using Blockbench. So why are people so insecure about Blender, when honestly it's just bad? I'm a game dev, living in Japan. For my games, I don't like using stock 3D models or random stuff I find online. I want to make everything myself, so the finished game truly feels like mine. And part of that is also leveling up my skills. Not just coding or rendering, but also 3D modeling. That's why I installed Blender, since it was free. But what I quickly realized is that Blender is this complicated, bloated mess that sucked all the fun out of modeling for me. It wasn't until I found Blockbench that my excitement for modeling came back. So today, I'm putting both to the test. I'll try to model the same train panel for my trolley problem game, once in Blender, once in Blockbench, and actually show you why Blender sucks. So let's start with Blender. Right away it's confusing. Too many options, too many tabs, and too much setup before you can even get started. I literally didn't even know how to spawn a cube without searching online. And then there's the stuff I don't need, like cameras or lights, cluttering up the scene when I just want to model something. But the real killer, the measurements. Everything in Blender turns into insane decimals, like 1.00444, something like this, instead of just a clean 1 or 2. It feels like you're constantly fighting with the program, just to make something simple and precise. Now compare it with Blockbench. Everything snaps to clean numbers. If I scale something, it's just 1 or 2. If I want more detail, I can just type in 1.3 and it still feels natural. It's so much cleaner and easier to stay accurate without drowning in decimal points. And the time difference says it all. In Blender, making this panel took me 9 minutes and 30 seconds. In Blockbench, it was done in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a huge gap for the exact same model. Blockbench is exactly what I want. Simple, no clutter, no distractions, just straight to the point. People say it's for children, but to me that's like saying drinking bitter beer makes you more of an adult. Sometimes simpler is just better, especially if your goal is making a game, not fighting with the program. Now let's do the texturing for both of the models. In Blender, this was another nightmare. It took me 10 minutes just to figure out UV mapping. And that was after tutorials and asking ChatGPT multiple times. Blender fans will say, you're just a noob, learn the program. But all I want is to put some color on my 3D model without wasting 20 minutes reading a manual. With Blockbench, it's just one click, generate texture. Don't like the UV? Auto UV fixes it instantly. And then just export the model with its texture. Throw it into Unity and it just works. No tutorials, no manual, no headaches. It's so simple that anyone could figure it out. And within a couple of minutes, your textured model is ready and usable in-game. I get why some people cling to Blender. They spend years learning it the hard way, and now newer tools and AI can do the same thing faster and sometimes even better. That's threatening, right? So they lash out, leave salty comments, or try to gatekeep. But here's the truth, you can either stay stuck and bitter, or you can adapt, embrace new tech, and actually make your life easier. That's why I say, uninstall Blender, download Blockbench, and save yourself the pain. So that's how I made the models for my new trolley problem game, and I put it all together in just 2 weeks. If you want to see how Blockbench models actually look inside a real game, check out the link in the description. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe and like the video.